Hello, hello, hello. Forgot to switch the lights on. It's very dark. Let me just do that. How is everyone? Is everyone good? I'm just going to get my microphone. Okay, so we have got Pilates today. We're going to start in a standing. So you can stand up if you're already seated. Good morning. There we go. Start in a standing. Or I have to go further away for a standing. And then we're going to do a bit of Pilates today, which is abs and stuff. I just named it Pilates so that no one runs away. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, Mian. Hello, Mian. Okay, you can start in a standing. Feet forward, knees forward, tailbone tucked in. So tailbone tucked in, nice and tight. And take a nice deep breath in. Leave your arms at the top, shrug your shoulders back. And you're just going to dip to one side. Stretch out your waist. Use the bottom waist to keep you up, but keep your navel to spine. Keep your bum and your tailbone tucked in. Lift it up to the top. Shrug the shoulders back and go to the other side. Lift it back up. First side. Just lean over. And lift it up to the top. And the other side. Back to the middle, arms into the air, shoulders shrugged back and down. And we're going to roll it forward, round out the back. And just stop. You can have your knees slightly bent. Stop whenever your back stops. You drop your arms. Hold it there. And roll it back up all the way to the top. Oh, my back. Drop your arms. Shrug your shoulders back. So you're going to stack the spine and then start to collapse it, rolling it down into a little ball, rolling it down as far as you can. Bend your knees. Stretch your back and roll it back up to the top. Shrug the shoulders back. And then to the back of your mat. Should we this side today? Just straighten out my mat. Okay. At the back of the mat, take a nice deep breath in. And oh, I see the mirror. Roll it back down, collapse your spine until you get to the bottom. Bend your knees, stretch out. Walk it forward into a plank. Tuck your tailbone in, shoulders back and down. Put your knees down and put your elbows down. And we're going to go into a low plank. So once your elbows is down, push into your low plank. Straighten out, shoulders above your elbows. And we're just going to take very slowly the foot out to the side and then the other foot out to the side into a wide-legged plank. Bring it back in. Nice and slow. Okay, this time, you're going to lift it up and then take it over. And lift it up, take it back. And lift the other one up, take it over. Lift it up, bring it back. Let's do that again. Lift up, take it over. Lift it up, bring it back. Other side, lift it over. And over back. Knees down, onto your hands. Push back into a plank. And start to walk your hands in to a standing. Bend your knees, feet down until you're in that bent knees forward bent position. And roll it up all the way to the top. Shrug your shoulders back and down. We're going to go into a chair pose, so arms over your head. Shrug the shoulders back, tummy in, into that chair. Just ride your knees forward so that your heels can stretch, calves. And then come all the way down, round out your back. Walk it into a plank. Nice tight plank. And knees down, elbows down. And you're going to go into a low plank again. So when you're ready, push up into a low plank. Keep those shoulders back and down. We're going to do the same with the leg. We're going to lift it over, take it out, lift it over, bring it back. Other side, lift it over, take it out, lift it over, bring it back. Let's do that again. Lift it over, take the foot out, lift it over, bring it back, and the other side, and back. Knees down, come onto your hands, push into a plank, and start to walk your hands back. Keep your knees bent and start to push your heels down as soon as you can. And in this forward parallel. Now bend your knees over your toes, keep your heels down, and roll it up all the way to the top. Shrug the shoulders back. Okay, woo. Hands into your hips. And before we go into the next plank, we're going to do deep squats. Now, I struggle with deep squats because I have a little bit of a dorsiflexion issue. I know maybe you've got one too. So if you can have something underneath so that you can put your heels on it, it doesn't need to be too high. It can be a block or a pillow. And so I'm going to look if I can find an example so that you can see. So if you have an issue going down into a deep squat.
You have to use it.
No. Just put something under. I'll show you how it works. I'll show you the difference. I'll do one with and one without because I've got this issue. Okay. We're going to put our hands in front of us or on our hips, so you don't have to worry too much about where you put it. And you're just going to go into a deep squat. Sorry, take your legs just a little bit wider than hip distance. I forgot to say that. Okay. So you're going to go into the deepest squat you can find and bring it back. Now I want to show you the difference between the two. Deep squat, I can only go to there when I don't have the pillow underneath my foot. So Louis is a good example because he struggled to get him to go down. Oh, there's the block. Oh, that's too high. No, wait. Lift again. Okay, now go into your deep squat. Take your feet hip distance apart, feet forward. Okay, go. Deep squat. There's a big difference. And lift it back up. So you can choose. You feel the difference?
Mm-hmm.
You can choose. It just takes the restriction of the dorsiflexion out when you use that. So you're not cheating. You're just helping your feet. So don't worry too much about that. So in the deepest squat you can find, and lift it back up. I need a pillow as well. Keep doing that. Deep squats. Nice and slow. Louis' heels can lift even higher. Deep squat. And lift it up. And oops, lift it up. And deep squat. Lift it up. And deep squat. So just keep doing that. Let's say it's really good for your bum to do the deep squat. We're going to do 5 more of them. Keep your tummy in though when you go down. And last one. You can take it out. How did you find your deep squat? Yeah, it's good. Okay. Roll it down again. Keep your knees bent. And we're going to walk forward into a plank. Hold the plank. Nice and tight. And put the knees down. Put your elbows down. And for one last time, we're going to do that leg switch. So push into your low plank. Tuck your tummy in. So take that leg up and out. Onto the floor. Up and out. Back. Other side. Up and out. Up and out. Squeeze that bum. This side. Up and out. Up and out. Second side. And again, let's do it one more time. And again. And back. One more time. Up. And back. Knees down. Child's pose. Stretch it out. Oh. Shoo, shoo, shoo. And then you can turn yourself around onto your bum. Sit up nice and high. Straight back and just lean forward into that stretch. Don't go crazy. And lift up straight, roll it down all the way to the floor. Make sure you're rightly spaced on your mat. And just give me time to take this out of my hair because my head's going to go down. Oh, that planky thing was more intense than I thought. What did you think?
It was, yeah.
He's very quiet today. he's not said much the whole morning. Okay. Legs down, shoulders shrug back. So we've got quite a simple ab work to do. It does intensify if you want to, but you can keep it to a low if you're in the mood today. So take your arms over your head. I've got my sofa. It's a little bit of a problem. Okay, arms over your head and legs out. And we're going to do single opposite leg lift. So your opposite arm and leg is going to go up and touch and come back out. Sorry, the other arm stays where it was. I brought mine down. I was cheating. So up and down. Now remember not to arch your back too much when you go down because you're going to hurt it. If you have a normal back, it's fine. But if you've got loose back, just be aware of that. Keep that navel to spine feeling. And just nice little opposite lifts to start the day. So exhale out and then arch the back when you come down. Now we're going to amplify that if you want to. You're going to do single, single, double. And with your double lift, don't go crazy. Just lift it to where you can. And you can bring both arms forward on the double lift. So it's single and down, and just stay to singles if you don't like the double lifts. And double. Slowly down. Single, single, and double. And down slowly. Single, single, and double. Ooh, I'm getting tired already. Single, single, and last double. Double. And down. Take your feet to the floor. arms next to your sides, and we're just going to side slide a little bit. So go for your heels. If you can take your feet a little bit wider as a guide. So you're going to lift up your shoulders, and you're just going to side slide. Side slide. If your head, neck gets sore, you can just hold on to it.
I'm stuck to the floor.
Yeah, I feel something crunching underneath me as well. Keep the navel to spine and just side slide. And all the way down to the floor. Okay, and then we're adding a bridge lift, a strange one today. And then we'll just repeat all three stuff. So feet, you don't have to bring it nice and close. You just need to lift up in an easy bridge. So lift it up into the bridge. And then I want you to lift up so that you can grab underneath your hips. So you have to be high enough to grab underneath your hips. That's going to keep you up. And then you're just going to lift up one leg and bring it way over as far as you can. And if you can, go onto your toe of the standing foot. Stretch and take it back. Hold on to your hips. You can go onto your toes. That's going to help you go underneath your hips as much as you can. And then lift up the other leg and bring it over for a big stretch. Keep the navel to spine. Take it down. Stay with that hip lift. Go onto your toes. Are you okay, Louis? Okay, lift up the first leg again. Stretch it out. And take it back. Lift up the second leg again. Stretch it out. And take it back. All the way down to the floor. Release your feet. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, slide your legs down the mat. We're just going to do one roll up and roll down, and then start again with the single leg lift. So tuck in the ribs, tuck in the tailbone, roll it up to the top, and go into your stretch. Lift it back up, and roll it down all the way to the floor. Take your arms over your head, opposite leg, opposite hand. Crunch it up, see if you can touch the toes, cross it over and double. Slowly take it down, just be careful, you can take your feet down first. Single leg, reach up nice and slow, other side, cross it over and double. And down. Single leg again. And other side, double, and down. Bring your feet in underneath your knees, arms next to your sides, and you can hold onto your head if you have to. Lift up, crunch up, and slide, slide. Side, keep that navel to spine, and side, side. And back to the middle. Okay, we're going to go into, except Louis is not going into that. We're going to go into that big bridge, except Louis, you can just do a small little bridge. So lift up into your bridge. You can go up onto your toes to grab underneath your hips. Once you've got it and you're nicely lifted, keep that navel to spine. You're going to lift up one leg for that stretch. And bring it back to that toe bridge. Other side, lift it up, and you shouldn't There shouldn't be a crazy amount of weight in your hips, in your hands when you lift up. It's just there to keep you straight. Stretch it over and back to the middle. Tummy tucked in, navel to spine. Squeeze your bum and lift up the first leg again. Go for that stretch. Take it down. And second one, lift for that stretch. Take it down. And slide it down to the floor. Are you okay?
Mm.
Okay, so shoulder stand for those of you who want to do it. For those of you with sore backs, sore necks, slip discs, the list of injuries, see, this is not for you. You can just hold your legs in the air, relax them there. You can take them wide. We're all going to do that afterwards anyway, so you're just doubling up. You can relax. You can even put your bum against the wall and just lie like this so that your feet's above your heart. For those of you who want to go into a shoulder stand, you can go. Let's just move down. So when you're ready, you can just roll it up into, I can't do it anymore. I can't gracefully roll up anymore into a shoulder stand. Do grab your hips just to hold on and not put too much pressure on your neck. No pressure on your neck. All the pressure is in your upper shoulders. So you can, once you're up, tummy in, you can play around. So you can take your knees to your head without going onto your neck, please. And then send it up again. You can separate the legs and swish it. But I'm going to leave you to play a little bit in that position. I like it when my knees comes down. You can do one knee down, one leg up, and switch. But keep hold of your back. Usually it's very powerful to let go, but the tendency of going onto your neck when you do is quite big. You can try and straighten out as much as you can without collapsing down. You can open up the legs. You can bring them down. It's so much fun. But whatever you do, play around a little bit and have some fun. And then just go up, bring your knees down, and slowly roll it down to a seated. I want you to roll back down again. Hello. And just lie down. So this is quite a big reverse thingy for your back, so you're probably feeling it a little bit. So we're just going to open up the legs. You can bring the feet together, open up the knees, and just let the hips go. Tuck your chin in, shoulders back and down, relax them into the floor, and take your arms out to the side. And just relax, quickly let your back relax, tuck your tailbone in a little bit. And then we're going to take both legs to the left into that twist. And you're going to bring the bottom leg 90 degrees to your hips, and you're going to walk the top leg back into that stretch. So you look like an Egyptian from the top. Your body is looking forward, but your legs are walking in one direction. One direction. Now, if you can push that top knee down, please do so. It's a nice little stretch. Bring this foot back a little bit if you want. Good stretch for those stiff hip people, Louis. Especially if you did kayaking over the weekend. It should sting a little bit. And walk that back foot back all the way 90-90. And keep the opposite shoulder down. You can press this knee down a little bit, or you can grab over the hamstring at the back and pull it up a little bit for a bigger stretch. This is a bigger stretch, so just be careful. Keep the opposite shoulder down. Just relax. This is the fun thing if we've done a shoulder stand. You have to spend some time realigning the back. And rotate back. I want you to do soles of the feet together again. Open up the knees, arms out, tailbone tucked in, chin tucked in. And then take the legs over to the other side and do the same side again. Stay in that stretch first. Now bring that bottom leg in 90 degrees and walk the top one back as far as you can. Keep that knee down. That one can go back. Squeeze that knee down if you can. Big stretch. It's also a little bit of a knee stretch as well, so there's a lot of action in the knee, so just be careful if you have knee problems. Then walk that leg back 90-90. And then again, you can grab the hand, the loose hand, over that hamstring and pull it in for a bigger stretch. My leg buddies on this side. Release and take it back to the middle. Slide your legs down the mat. My bum is so sore from all my jogging. Take a nice deep breath in and roll it up all the way to the top. Nice and slow. Till you get to the top, you can separate your legs a little bit. Sit up nice and high and just lean into that stretch. Keep the back straight. Flex the toes if you can. Just hold that. See if you can go in a little bit deeper. Don't strain, please. No jitteriness. It's easier not to reach for your toes, Minion. It's easier just to flex the feet, make your legs maybe a little bit wider. Hello? Okay. You're going to be late for school. Roll it back up to the top. Roll the shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath in. And you are done for today. We're not going to be late for school. You are done for today. Have a lovely day. Oh, we get to do a shoulder stands. I'm quite glad we did it today. There we go. Have a lovely, lovely day. See you all tomorrow. I'm clearly going to be late for school in 2 hours. Bye. Have a lovely day.